Today I want to do part one of a two-part series that covers rentals in Armenia Colombia. My name is William Hutchison. My wife and I own Armenia Colombia Realty for Expats in Armenia Colombia, where our focus is on expats and their financial security. The one thing that many don't understand is it's common in the Colombian culture for there to be two prices. There's one price for gringos and there's another price for Colombians. I'll leave it to you to decide who gets the better price, but I'll give you one hint. On any prices that have to be negotiated, my Colombian wife does the negotiations and I hide in a closet somewhere while those negotiations are going on. Today we're going to look at 5 rentals that I have found on Finca Rays. There's 5 more to follow tomorrow. They're all 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, various sizes, various barrios in the city. Recent listings, and speaking of barrios, they're in the better barrios. There's no debate there. In order to convert the Colombian pesos to dollars, I've used a conversion rate of 4,500. For that, it's 4,500 pesos to the dollar to arrive at the American dollar price. One clarification: I am not in the rental business. I don't take rental listings, but I do help people find rentals if they are coming here, expats, with a parameter list, bedrooms, bathrooms, size, those sorts of things. I can generally find something. These prices, and maybe it's because I'm not in the market a lot, but these prices knocked me for a loop because I can't believe how much some of these people want. To my mind, they're at least 20 or 25% more than you can rent a townhouse for. And these are all condos. Whether you believe that the lifestyle in a townhouse is better than the lifestyle in a condo, that's fine, to each their own. My preference has always been a townhouse. Many of these as well do not have a pool. And here in Armenia, a pool is not a necessity, but it's a nice feature to have. I'm going to refer to my notes. Let's get to the listings and you can follow along. I'll put the listing numbers below so that you can follow as I make my comments. Please keep in mind these are just my opinions. You may not agree, and that's entirely fine. I just want to point out some things to you as you go through. The first house is in Castellana, which is the very best barrio in Armenia. It's quiet. There's no commercial traffic goes through. The one side of it is on the main street. You don't want to be there, but if you get farther into the barrio, what I call the back of the barrio, it's a beautiful place to live. It's a 3 and 2. It has 1 parking space. It's about 1,400 square feet. It's only been listed for a few days, as all of these have been. I've taken recent listings because administration here sometimes is not up to par, and places that have been rented for months are still shown as active. So all of these are 2 weeks or less. What they're asking is $560 US, no pool. As I said earlier, townhouses are cheaper. This is crazy. This is worth maybe 400 or 425 in my mind, and they're asking 560. All of these can be negotiated, but they're not going to be negotiable for very much. Yeah, I mean, you might save $25, $30, on the rental. But this at 560 is out of sight. One thing too I mentioned in my other video, I'm not exactly sure which one it is now, but in Armenia many times they want a cosigner, and that has to be negotiated, and it's usually negotiated with money. If you're here, I'm presenting these to you for someone that perhaps wants to come for 6 months to learn about Armenia. You may have to pay all of it up front, and that's fine. Just get a receipt for it, and there's no problems. In fact, I advise my clients on 6 months. If there's any dispute and the owners are reluctant to rent to expats, as some are, then you just pay the 6. On a 1 year, you might be asked to pay the first and the last 2, but that's fine as well. There's no issues with that. The second one just says north, and north is okay. It depends where it is, but it's the best area of Armenia to live in. Castellan is north, Laureles, Cuenca, Carrera, Desinueve. Those areas are good places to live, along with Centenario. And in a couple of the other, what I would call fringe barrios, there are good areas to be in, others not so much. But anyway, the second one, 3 and 2, 1 parking, 900 square feet. Been listed for a week or so. They're asking 511. Again, too much. No pool. I don't like it. I don't like the price either. The third one is a 3 and 4 in Castellana, 1 parking, 1,400 square feet. It's listed for a week. The price on it is $25.50 in Colombian pesos, but it doesn't include the administration of $639, at least according to the listing. So this one is actually $709 a month. It's had a recent remodel. It's a nice looking apartment, but it's just too much. There's not many Colombians that can pay that for rent, because the minimum wage here is right now around $260 or $270, depending on the exchange rate of American funds, and many people work for that. So you've got rent of $709. If you're a couple, it's $250 to eat and another $100 for your services. That's 5 or 6 months income for many people here. And I guess they think that they can get $709 from someone, but I just think it's out of the market. If you take purchases and rents being about 20%, or at least should be at around 20% of the American market, in the United States, this condo would be at $3,500. I mean, that's expensive in the United States too. The fourth one is on Centenario. Centenario is a good area. Depends where it is. There's some apartments on Centenario, a 4-lane road, lots of traffic, lots of heavy traffic too. And if you're on the front of the building, there's traffic noise all day long, well into the evening too, running into the morning. So it's not the best place to live, but there are lots of buildings down laneways, or what you might call laneways, little roads, maybe 200 meters off of Centenario. Very quiet, beautiful vistas, a nice place to live. Problem with Centenario is it's not very convenient. But with taxis to Centro, or to do your shopping of maybe $1.50 there and $1.50 back, it's really not worth thinking about. Anyway, it's 3 and 2, 1 parking. It's only 800 square feet. It's been listed for a few days. It's a new modern apartment, but if you look at the room sizes, they're all very small. I think the one photo, if I remember correctly, has a single bed, and it takes up quite a bit of the bedroom. I think I know this building, and I think what's happened in a couple of cases over there, they've had 2 bedrooms, and the owner, the buyer, potential buyer, has asked them to divide one of the bedrooms into 2. And they're very, very small. I don't think they're more than maybe 7 feet wide. And you get a single bed in there with a night table, and the space is pretty much used up. The last one, this one is $555, and it's way too much. I mean, it's crazy. It's insane for 800 square feet. The last one is 3 and 2, 1 parking, again north. 700 square feet, very small, but it comes in at $393 a month. This is another one that the administration isn't included if the listing is correct. It's $344 a month plus the administration of $49. It's been listed 2 weeks. Awful small, but if you're coming here for 6 months to check out Armenia and find out if Armenia is for you, know that Armenia is for you, not just think it is, then 6 months in a place like this is not going to be much of a handicap. I wouldn't want it for 3 years for sure, but for 6 months I think it would work, and the price is right. That's it for the first rental video. I hope it gives you some information. I've pretty much covered off purchases from 85,000 on up. I think the top purchase, which is one of my listings, is $495 for about 43 or 4,400 square feet, 6 bedroom, 6 bathroom, beautiful lot in the absolute best barrio in all of Candile, close to the airport. This gives you a bit of a range. I hope I haven't gone into my other 5. I have them lined up, but I haven't gone into the prices, and I'm hoping that some of them come in a little bit less than most of these are. I'm William Hutchison, Armenia Colombia Realty for Expats. The name says what we do. We are here for expats. I live in paradise, and you can too.